Serejik, this is just for you, my friend. So what I did was I measured 17 lengths off the head. This is a 16 by 19, I believe, or 16 by 20, doesn't matter. So this is 1, 2, 3, and until 17, just so I have a little bit of extra. All right, so we're going to start off the stringing process. Being that there are 6 grommets on this side, we're starting at the throat. My stringing machine is set to 52 pounds. And so this is my starter string. Hopefully it will make more sense now. I know you asked me a question. I tried to give you the best answer I could, verbatim, but I think by seeing it is easier. So here we go. So here's my starting string, and what I'm doing right now is just going to even the strings out to make sure that you have even length for both. Alright, so I think this is where you were confused. So now I started, these are not tight yet. I'm taking a double string clamp and I'm clamping the two right down the middle, like that, okay? Still not applying any pressure or tension to the strings. So now I'm deciding to choose whichever side I want. Put it through here. Going back this way. Okay, now we're going to start applying tension. And you will see that the rest of the strings will come up. Alright, so now we need to apply the proper pressure, tension rather. So I'm putting it onto the stringing machine. And this is what I was talking about before. There's that little dot that just came out. That means that the hand went too far and it's really not applying the proper pressure. So to do that, I'm holding the string and I'm allowing for the arm to go further back to pick up more string until this dot stops moving when I let go, just like that. So now it's at a proper tension. I'm leaving the original clamp on. I'm taking a new double clamp and I'm attaching it to the newly strung set of the two strings right here. Okay? So now I'm going to let go and you'll see that the tension will stay. Okay. I'm going in. I am continuing this. Okay. Okay. Alright, now I'm applying the tension on this side. Same exact thing. I'm looking for making sure that once the lever goes back, it doesn't pull the little nipple out, just like it did, and it's not good. So I'm just going to keep on moving up the string to make sure that when I do that, it does not come out. So the thicker the string, the better and easier it is to tension it, but we're working with what we can. Alright, I'm clamping it on this side. Okay, now we need to go and address the other side that we haven't done. So the most that I like to do per side is 3 strings to make sure that there's even tension distribution on the racket itself, so it doesn't break the racket, it doesn't torque the racket. Okay, doing the same thing here on this side. Okay. A little bit more. Perfect. Now I could let go the original, and what you will see is by removing it, of course there's a little bit of slack which will give way, and actually I don't like that because the thing came out. So what I will do is I'll actually just tighten it up a little bit to make sure that there's even tension across all the strings. Okay. And it is perfect. Alright, let's continue going. So I'll give you the full process of main strings, and then perhaps I'll make the video of doing cross strings. But there's so many videos out there, and they're really good, significantly better than my video, on how to string your own racket. Okay, just keep on going. So the further you go, the easier it is to tension it, because now you have a much more even distribution of the tension. Okay. Good, so I could do 2 more here. And to tell the truth, it's a very therapeutic process for me. You have a stressful day, it's nice to go back and restring a racket. Okay, perfect. Okay. I'll do one more on this side, then I'll go back and address the other side. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to go back to this side and do the same thing. Again, I try not to go more than three sets per side. Excellent. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After 6, you'll see we're going to start skipping, because remember it's 16 by 20, I believe. So 16 main strings. So after 6, we're going to start switching. Oh, skipping rather, not switching. Alright, so this is 6th. I'm going to go back to the other side to get up to the 6th as well. So we could finish up each side, and then I'll show you the tying process across all of them. Okay, so this is number 6. Right, now since it's 6, we have 7 and 8. So now you're skipping, because the next one is actually cross string. So we're going to skip 1. That's a 7. And what I like to do on the last 2 is actually increase the tension by 2 pounds. Actually, I'll do it by 3 pounds to make sure that it will address any slack that will be created by tying off process. Okay. So that's 7. And there's no more. And we're going to tie off this side. And then we'll go back and we'll address the other one. Again, we're skipping 1 on this side. Okay. So mains are super easy. Very simple. There's no weaving involved. It's just straightforward You can see that the button is pressed in nicely, even when I let go of the strings, the tension. Perfect. So now I'm tying it off. To tie it off, I'm going onto the 7th string right here. So I'm letting go, going onto the 7th string, like that. Again, over, under, and tie. And we'll do it twice. Over, under, and we're tightening it. Alright, you could use the machine to help you, but this is good enough. So I just let go, it's holding the tension perfectly. Great. So now we're going to address this side. Remember, we're on 6, so now we're going into the 7th, where we're skipping 1. So here's 7. I'm keeping that extra 3 pounds of tension additional to the original setting, again, to address whatever slack is going to be created during the tie-off process. Alright, and one more. Perfect. Perfect. Alright. Okay. Putting the clamp on here. Now we're going to go back and we're going to tie off this side. Alright. Over, under, loop, tighten, over, under, and just making a knot. So you're basically making a double knot in sequence. So what I mentioned before, you could go back to the string machine and just get a little nudge so you don't have to work too hard to tighten it. So this is done. The main strings are completely done. Next, I will actually use a tool to help me cross-train, and I will make a separate video for that for you, my friend. All right.